You're coming home after a long day. Your hands are completely full of groceries, and your keys are buried deep at the bottom of your pocket or bag. We've all been there, and honestly, it's the worst. Upgrading to a keyless entry door lock seems like the obvious fix. But let's be real. Most smart deadbolt options out there easily cost over $100. That's why this little guy right here, the TEEHO TE001 keyless entry door lock, has completely taken over Amazon, ranking as the absolute #1 bestseller in deadbolts with over 23,000 reviews. But at such a budget-friendly price point, can you actually trust it to keep your home, your family, or your rental property safe? In this video, we're going to break down the honest truth about its security, convenience, and a few surprising features most people completely miss. Before we dive into the details, check the links in the description below for today's prices and more details. All right, let's start with what actually makes or breaks a keypad lock. How everyday life looks once it's on your door. The TEEHO is a pure combination deadbolt lock that completely eliminates the need to carry physical house keys around. It allows you to program up to 20 individual user codes. This is incredibly convenient if you have a big family, regular dog walkers, or house cleaners, because you can give everyone their very own code. Now, you might be wondering, what if you have a one-time guest or a delivery driver coming by? That brings us to one of my favorite convenience features, the one-time code. You can set up a temporary PIN code that works exactly once, and the moment your guest uses it to open the door, it's automatically deleted from the system. It gives you massive peace of mind without having to remember to change your master code later. And if you like to keep things traditional, it does come with 2 physical SC1 backup keys, just in case. Now, let's talk about real-world security features. Because a lock can be as convenient as it wants, but if it doesn't offer reliable home protection, it's useless. TEEHO built an anti-peeping password protection feature right into the keypad. What this means is you can literally type a bunch of completely random digits before or after your actual PIN code, and the lock will still open as long as your real code is hidden somewhere in that sequence. So if a neighbor or a stranger is standing right next to you, they won't be able to steal your PIN. It also has a wrong entry limit. If someone tries to guess your code and fails 5 times in a row, the keypad shuts down completely to prevent brute force entry. And for when you leave town, there's a dedicated vacation mode, which deactivates all user codes entirely, making sure the only way inside is with your master code or physical key. If you're enjoying this breakdown so far, take a quick second to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the bell notification so you don't miss our upcoming home security tests. One of the biggest pain points with upgrading your front door hardware is the fear of a nightmare installation process. Thankfully, this smart deadbolt lock is designed for an incredibly easy installation that takes just a few minutes with nothing more than a standard screwdriver. You don't need any complex wiring or drilling. The solid metal assembly fits perfectly into standard US doors. However, here is a crucial compatibility check you cannot skip before buying. This lock is specifically made for 2 1/8 inch or 54 millimeter door holes. It is not compatible with 38 millimeter door holes. So do yourself a huge favor. Grab a quick tape measure and check your door hole size first so you don't end up having to return it. As for smart home compatibility, it's worth noting that the TE001 is a standalone, ultra-reliable push-button lock. It doesn't use messy smartphone apps or complicated Wi-Fi setups, which honestly makes it a dream for anyone who wants a pure, hack-proof, keyless experience without tech headaches. Let's move on to battery life and reliability, because nobody wants to get locked out because their lock died unexpectedly. The TEEHO is powered by 4 standard AA batteries, which aren't included, but they give you a massive battery life that lasts up to 365 days under normal use. When the juice finally starts running low, a bright red low battery indicator light will flash to alert you the moment the power drops below 15%, giving you weeks of notice to pop fresh ones in. Structurally, it's built out of a heavy-duty aluminum alloy with a solid lock cylinder. It also features an IP54 waterproof rating, meaning it can easily handle splashing water, heavy rainstorms, and freezing winter temperatures without the electronics throwing a fit. Now, let's talk about the ultimate feature for forgetful people: the smart auto-locking system. By default, it's turned off, but you can easily program it to automatically throw the deadbolt shut anywhere from 10 to 99 seconds after the door closes. Or, if you prefer doing it manually, you can just press and hold any key on the backlit keypad for 2 seconds to activate the one-touch lock feature as you walk out the door. But keep watching, because there is one major detail regarding this budget lock you absolutely need to hear before making your final decision. Because this is a standalone keypad lock, you don't get remote tracking or live smartphone activity logs like you would on a $200 smart lock. It won't send an alert to your phone when your kids get home from school. But for less than half the price of those high-end locks, what you get instead is extreme mechanical reliability, 0 app glitches, and an incredibly solid piece of hardware that just works every single time. If you want an affordable, highly secure, and elegant matte black deadbolt that eliminates keys for your family or a rental property, the TEEHO TE001 is easily the best value for your dollar on the market today. Plus, TEEHO backs it up with a solid 2-year warranty and lifetime customer service with real phone support, which is rare for budget brands. If you'd like to check current prices or learn more about this awesome smart lock, you'll find all the links in the description below. Let me know in the comments if you prefer pure keypad convenience or if you absolutely need an app on your phone. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.